welcome to my channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another timeless collective reading. I really want to do, this is going to be in regards to twin flames. In regards to twin flames, I would like to just let everybody know what a twin flame is. A twin flame is just a soul, okay? It's the reflection that you see. It's the reflection that we are. And I'll even draw it out for you guys. So we have the feminine energy, and then we have the masculine energy. I was about to say, like, there's even, like, because this is like Roman numerals, but this is the feminine energy, and then the masculine energy. Either way, this is the feminine, and then the masculine energy, okay? So you guys can't really see that too well. I might have to try using something else, something marker or something. Okay, so we have feminine. This is not better, but either way, and then we have masculine. And this medium right here, right? This medium is like the medium, because a medium is anything, because, like, you know, like how people can be mediums, and, you know, anything that is a medium is something, is just a conduit, something that can hold energy. And all things are conduits. Like, literally everything is a conduit. So that means that every single object, every single thing that is on this planet, that is being a part of this planet, has a soul and is a twin flame. This bottle of water, it is a source of light. It has an energetic energy. The energy of love gravitates whatever it wants to mold, and it creates. And this is the creation. Okay. Now the masculine energy is the fact that it's a water bottle. And the feminine energy is the thought of feeling, is the feeling of, you know, I need something to hold the water. So, yeah. Anyways. So, everything and everybody on this planet, and I know that this seems like a little bit, you know, fluid, but everything and everybody on this planet is a twin flame. Everything. Now, twin flame dynamics, like, you know, the twin flame journey that, you know, some people are on, because, you know, not every single, everything is God, like, you know, and with twin flames, it's like, it's just different, because it's not that it's different, because it's just that, you know how we have different types of energies, right? Because it's all, like, about energy, right? It's all about, like, the type of energy that you feel drawn to, right? The energy that, you know, you started with, okay? Now, everybody does have, like, different kinds of energies, right? Just like how the god Ganesh has his own energy, like, his intention was the intention of manifestation, because, you know, what, you know, energy is energy always starts out with feeling and intention. So, yes, your twin flame is, you know, you are your own twin flame. You are your own twin flame, okay? You're your own twin flame already. And when you're on the path of twin flames, when you're on this path of twin flame, the only point of you being on this path is the fact that you need to follow a path of God, a path of love. You need to find what you love. Everybody really needs to find what they love to do and just do that. Because whatever your function is, that is your purpose. Your function is your purpose, okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull out some Queen of the Moon Oracle decks, okay? So thank you so much for your ascension. Thank you so much for all of the light work, and thank you so much for not, you know, caring about, you know, what other people think, and you know, understanding that every single thing that has a body, everybody that has a body it's the center of everything is love. Okay, the center of all things is love. I say that, and I use the Divine Feminine deck to speak on that, which is funny because Divine Feminine is the intention behind things. Okay, so we have acceptance. So there could be some certain things that you may need to accept. Well, you need to. This is about accepting yourself too, because when you're on a twin flame journey, it's a lot about just self-love. It's about, finding who you are, and not allowing other things like this 3D world, because this 3D world, all that it is just an imagination. It's just really a dream, a game, a thought, really, honestly, truly. And the only real way to win this game is to do it with love, honestly. And when you do go out into this world, it's like, this world is, this is not where you want to look for things, okay? You're going to want to look for things inside of yourself, because this world is not going to create things for you the way that your soul is going to want, is the way that you're going to be fulfilled in your soul. You're going to want to follow yourself. You're going to want to follow you, and to know that when you are a twin flame, that you are also God, and God is just the one who splits into two. God is the one that splits into two. So God is both the imagination and the feminine energy. So it's the intention and the creation at the same time. So God is everything. Anything that has ever been something is God, okay? So purity. So this is about purity and following the pure essence of your own energy. Now you could be blonde here, because I see blonde energy here. Could be in the mountains. Kind of Bob Ross energy too, with the, I don't know. But anyways, feeling very free here. Because with this energy, this energy will lead you to feeling and being free, okay? Now we do have release. There could be certain things that maybe you haven't released yet, because there's certain things that we need to find and accept ourselves, and develop more self-love, okay? Now, and also to find ways to nourish our bodies, because even the monks say that even monks, they say that they nourish their bodies, so that way because when you don't nourish your body, you're more prone to negative energies or negative attacks, like getting hangry and getting all negative and stuff. To feed the body, and to not overindulge, right? To not overindulge, but to do whatever feels right? And to also not waste food, because that's another thing that monks do. They also do not waste as well. But the path, and then we do have masculine energy. So I do see that you could be in masculine energy right now. And this is energy of not necessarily, it's kind of being out in the realm, this realm here, just kind of really just being inside of the imagination, right? Because when your emotions are in your imagination, there are certain things that will pop up, because you will manifest certain, at every single point in your life, you are constantly manifesting with every single thought and intention and feeling that you have. But yes, and I do see that there's a lot of purity just around you. You are a very pure essence. You have a very strong energy here. And then we do have what's this creation, and this is about maybe certain things that maybe you've created, or just the energy that's around you here. Creation. I don't know. Let's see what else. Then we do have self-reflection. Yep, this is definitely a twin flame energy. So this self-reflection, maybe you have accepted this energy, right? You have accepted yourself, right? You have accepted who you are, and you understand that the purity behind everything is just simply love here. And, I do see that you are starting to create from a place of pure energy as well. Wow. But there are certain things that once you release them, then you will be able to obtain more self-love for yourself. But, we do have to release certain things here. And then so that way things can grow. So that way your creations will grow, because you're going to be very fruitful here. You're going to be very, very fruitful. And then we do have hunger. So there could be something here that maybe isn't being accepted due to a craving, due to something here that maybe didn't happen, or also something that maybe this could also be like something calling out to you here, because we hear the wolves howling as well with this energy, with the wolf howling, calling out to, like, crying out to hear others, like a cry for help as well. Maybe there's a cry for help. Also, this is also about to hear others, to make sure that others are there with you, because like wolves, they are like, they mostly travel in packs. This could also be a lone wolf energy as well, but when they do travel in packs, they start like howling together. So maybe looking for validation, because maybe you aren't able to accept certain things inside. So it's like, trying to the energy is like feeling like, maybe you're not creating the intention, like, oh, I am everything, I am abundance, I am secure, I am my own validation, because you don't create those kind of intentions and feelings inside of your essence. It creates like, oh, do I need to do this, or I'm unsure about that, but what I mean. So, but this is also about like just releasing these energies, just releasing any kind of like, negative thoughts about like feeling unworthy, or feeling like you aren't able to accept certain things, because once you are able to release those things, it's just about self-love, really. It's really just about self-love and loving yourself, and looking into the mirror and understanding that we are all a part of the same thing. Nothing is separate. Nothing is separate. Okay? Nothing is separate. It's the illusion is separation. Okay? So everything is really just one thing. Okay? So like, all of these bodies and vessels that are on this planet, it's like, it's like, it's just kind of just bourgeois propaganda, So yeah, let's see what else here we got. But it's all about like the story, really. That's the whole point, is because God is like one big thing. God is everything. God is one thing. God is the one thing that became two things. God is just, it didn't be like, God did not become like two things, right? It just is. That's like, it has two different sides of it. It's not like one that became two. It's like one that is two for its own entertainment. So it has like, like God is like, honestly, if anything, like God is like an artist. God is like an artist. God is an author. God is just a creator, okay? But that's what God really is. But we have trust here, and we do have trust over acceptance, feeling worthy, and like, trusting the fact that maybe like, I can also see somebody even like, going out into the woods and screaming out like, just screaming out in the woods, or screaming out in general into a pillow or something. But we do have trust the fact that, everything is worthy. Like, this is trusting the process here. Then we have power, so self-reflection, purity. So this is a very strong energy. With purity, it's like the richness, and then the power is just very intense, especially with the self-reflection. So, just by looking at yourself in the mirror, you have met God itself. Just by looking at yourself, by seeing your reflection, you see the imaginative part of everything. And when you start seeing things as if, like, once you start looking through the vessels and just seeing the golden light of God, then, that's the real one. That's the only thing that's real, because the only thing that's real is love. That's it. This pentacle, this pentacle means nothing. I mean, it has value. I mean, it has value because you created it. That's the only, the value of everything is in the center of it all. Okay. And the center of everything is love, which is the gravitational force that pulls it all together, so that way it can even be something. The idea of something, Yeah, anyways. But we do have boundaries of fruition. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, you're protected here. So maybe you feel like, maybe there's something here that you feel like worried about. You're protected, it will not. You're in a bubble. You're in maybe some kind of bubble or comfort zone. Maybe you need to get out of your comfort zone. Not sure. We have abundance as well. This could be also 9 of Pentacles energy, nourishment. Okay. So you are very protected. You are protected as you're growing, because you're being created. You're being created in the image of God, right? God has an intention for you, okay? The fact that you are being anything is is amazing. So you are like being something. That's pretty cool. So that means that you're a part of God, right? So, and you're going to be protected here. You're going to be protected because I do see that there are some creations that maybe you are unsure about your creations. Like, you have some good ideas. You have good ideas. And honestly, it's going to grow. There's going to be a lot of nourishment and abundance that come from these ideas and creations that you're going to create, as you're going to co-create with the almighty loving energy. And really, you're going to need to trust and accept all of the things that are hidden underneath the moon, because there are some things that are hidden underneath the moon, and they're going to be very ripe, intense emotions and feelings that come with this, because it's going to show self-reflection. It's going to show certain things about yourself where you're going to have to heal those certain things here, because the moon is not only about the cry for help or the wounded warrior or anything. It's not just about that. It's about the fears of the fears of this 3D realm, right? Of not even the 3D realm, but the fears that you hold in your dreams, because when you're a twin flame, when you're anybody that can do anything, right? If you're anybody, if you are somebody here, because even Snoop Dogg, you want to know what Snoop Dogg said? Like, I was listening to one of his songs, and he was like, why is everybody picking on me? Because when you have the power of greatness, the power of strength, and you have that power where you can do something, even when, it doesn't even matter how big or small it is. It always matters. Everything matters, okay? It doesn't matter how big or small it is. It matters. And if it's just one person that you help, or 2, or 5, or 50, it doesn't matter. You still helped God. You still helped God. So no matter what, you are assisting, right? And like when people start picking on you, right? Like, it's like mostly like a sign that they're picking on you for a reason. It's like you don't get picked on for no reason. You get picked on when you have power. You get picked on when you have ideas, when you have the energy that that maybe some other people don't necessarily have. Maybe they don't have the energy to really create things, when you have the power to but everybody has that within them. Every single person, everybody has that within them. Everybody, even when you think that you don't have it, and then you pick on somebody else for having that, you also have that. And most of the people who pick on other people about their hopes and dreams, it's normally just because they aren't following their own self. And when you start doing good things around other people, when you start being more of yourself around other people, it makes other people look at themselves. and it shows them like, oh man, why haven't I done that? You know, like, why haven't I thought about that? Why didn't I? You know, and that's normal. You know, but yeah. Anyways, but no matter what, no matter who you are capable of anything you set your mind to. Now, as a twin flames, you know what a twin flame is. You know what that means. If you are here, you should know. I mean, but for the most part, for the ones that don't know, it's just the power of God. Okay, it's the power of God. It's just what God is. God is the twin flame. Okay. Like, I mean, he's not the twin flame. God is God, but twin flame is a term to describe, the mirror image of God. Because twin flame is really just the reflection of how God works. Of how it all works. Because but what you have to do is you have to create a world where your divine masculine loves his divine feminine and follows the divine feminine, because the divine feminine is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, and that's a Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit resides within every single one of us. Every single one of us has the Holy Spirit inside of us. How do you think that I'm being this? Like, how do you think I'm even here? Like, I am obviously a collection of love that made Kayla, you know what I mean? So, and you are a collection of love that created you. And you, that love inside of you is your power. That love inside of you is your power. When you have love, you have power. And that power stems from God. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get some of this Divine Guidance Oracle. I love this deck. I haven't used it in a while, but yeah. Okay, so we have, this is like honeydew energy. You could like that kind of melon, honeydew melon, but we have 32. Let's look. 32. So nectar of life, right? Like molasses, like honey, stuff like that, syrup. You work so hard. You are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down a little and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend some quality time with family and friends. Take time to embrace life and do some of the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring you true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered and pollinate and fertilize your dreams. Yeah, really just following your heart here, following the heart here, following the sweetness, following what's good. With Buddhist monks, I know this, that they do. I'm not sure if this is Buddhist or Hinduist, or Hinduist, or Hinduism, I mean. Yeah, but either way, I believe that it's, do not do what makes you feel bad. Avoid the bad feelings and follow the good feelings, It's kind of like, whether you're going to go left or right, right? So, I believe that left is the divine feminine energy and then right is the masculine energy. So following, your feminine energy is what this is about, doing whatever you feel like doing here. So doing whatever you feel like. So don't try to force things. Don't do stuff to make people feel good. Don't do stuff for other people. Don't do stuff for anybody. Don't do stuff for another vessel, because that vessel, if you're trying to do something for another vessel, it's just no, don't do that for another. Don't do anything. Don't unless this is that it depends. But either way, don't try to push yourself for somebody else. For something that is other than you, and you are the shining light that is, your center. So you are going to follow your center. That's what you're doing. You're following your glowing white light of love that has collected and made you you. Because without love, you wouldn't even be here. So, yeah. Like, without love. Oh my god. Let's see what else. Oh my god. I love you. Yeah. Alright, let's see. So we have 22. Wow. My chalice on the floor. Hey, I hear my chalice on the floor. My chalice on the floor. Because I was thinking of like Lucy in the Sky, because this is like with kaleidoscope eyes. You shouldn't worry about what they say, because they got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. Yeah, don't worry about what they say, because they got nothing on you, baby. And then we have the grid here. This is the grid. So doing grid work. So this is about, enjoying your life. And then the grid we have. This is the grid, the living energy matrix of Mother Earth and the secret pathways of other dimensions and realities of existence. The power of sacred geometry within holds many keys that your subconscious is unlocking. The card shows your ability to explore and maneuver through other worlds and to bring information back from them. You may do this in the dream time, during meditation, or even unknowingly while completely conscious and alert. Hidden within this card are messages that only you can receive. Okay, so let's see. So this is about, finding. This is really about downloads, like by spirit sending you messages. There are certain things that maybe you're getting insight on. You're getting a lot of insight because this is about information here. And grid work is also about, just the fact that everything is like, a grid, right? Like if you, it's like about being able to see that kind of energy, to be able to see the fact that everything is a grid. So if you can imagine it, it's kind of like, I don't know, like if you can like see it, but it's kind of like, a grid where, I don't know, like what a grid looks like those grids in video games. Like it's kind of like that, and so because everything is a grid, because this is basically like a big game of Sims plus the Hunger Games. No, just kidding. Just kidding. This is not the Hunger Games. This is a beautiful light, beautiful light world. It's a beautiful light world. So yeah, we are all an energy of abundance. We are all an energy of abundance, and we can be whatever we set our minds to. When they told us that as kids, they weren't playing. We can do anything. And they think, adults, they're like, oh yeah, kids, they can do anything. They have all the potential in the world. They've got all the energy. People, like, adults can do the same thing. Adults can do the same thing. It's literally just like an outlook. It's literally just an outlook. Because once, because as we grow up, our parents, they followed, they follow the way of like, unless you had like very enlightened parents, but a lot of parents, they were just kind of like, involved in the 3D, right? They were just very much involved in the 3D. At least my parents were, so yeah, I don't know what else I'm saying about that. But either way, this is about downloads here. So we're getting a lot of downloads from intuition and from spirit and just in general. So you're going to know, spirit is going to tell you what to do. So you're going to be guided here. You're really just being guided by spirit. And then we also have meditation here, the also saying affirmations, using your voice. to, like, you know, affirm things. Don't fight back at certain things. Don't fight back when it comes to, like, triggers and stuff like that. Don't give that energy. The only thing that you can do is just give it light energy. Well, the only thing that you can do with like, you know, countering any kind of energy is by countering it with the other energy. But we are light workers, and we only blast light into negativity, right? So and we transmute negative energy into positivity. See? So last card. It's gonna be 41. And this is gonna be the last card that I do. This is it. So we have 41, right? Because really, you don't need to worry about you know, everything that is going on with anybody other than yourself, okay? You know, like, when I was a kid, I would be like, you know, oh, but this person has this, you know. What you really need to focus on, if you are in a twin flame dynamic, what you really need to focus on is really just yourself. Regardless of, like, what you want to hear, of, like, you know, about, like, you know, about your person or your counterpart, right? What you really need to do is, you know, you need to find an even medium here, because, you know, this is the energy of the divine masculine and divine feminine. The number 8, the infinity sign, is a perfect symbolization of what I was trying to show you. So if you can see this dynamic here, this graph, okay, this shows the divine, I'm going to say that this is the divine feminine area since it's a little bit darker. This is the divine masculine area since it's lighter, okay? So you are the center of everything. Your body is going to be in the center of it all. The center of everything is the imaginative. It's like, you know, it's like both things here are projecting things into, like, one screen, okay? But either way, you know, you're both things, okay? So you're both masculine and you're both feminine. And whatever your masculine energy does, however you treat your feminine energy, is going to be how your masculine energy and how the rest of the world is going to treat you. So your masculine energy, like, you know, what you physically say, like the things that you say, the things that you think, whatever you create in your mind is what you were attracting. When you say, I am fruitful and abundant, there is no other thing that's going to come towards you but fruitful and abundance. And you have to believe it. You have to be it. It's not a game. I mean, you can play with it, you know, but if you don't want to believe it, then it's not going to come. So, yeah. But, you know, also within regards to the divine feminine, divine masculine dynamic, your divine masculine, you know, when you say, I love you, I love you, when you say that to people, say it like you're saying it to yourself. Say that like you're really saying it to yourself, because, yeah, you need to love you first. And the only way, you know, to love anybody is to love you. You need to love you, and you is God. Okay, you is God, and you are God. You're a part of this big, beautiful story that God has created for every one of us. You know? Because this is a story. That's all that it is. It's just a story. And it's not what we are. You know, what we imagine is not what we are. It's what we're being, yeah. Like, we be, but it's not what we are. We are simply and only and just to love. With every single thing that has, with everything. Every single thing. Anything that, you know, is like anything that is like, you know, is the center of everything is love. Okay, so everything and everyone has the magic inside of them. You are magic. You are magic. You are magical, and you are amazing, and you are a big, beautiful source of light. And you can can do this. You can do whatever, you put your energy towards, whatever, you imagine. That's what you are to achieve. And all the energies that you put out into the world, when you help others, you're helping yourself, right? But this is also about doing what pleases you right now. So you need to focus on what pleases you, and you need to listen to your intuition here. And this is about creation, right? This card is actually about creation. I know that. 41. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, creative. And then you are fully aligned with the powerful light of source energy and loving harmony of Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the divine masculine, and then the source of energy is the divine feminine. Okay? Your creative energy is centered and flowing. It is time now to embrace this energy. Perhaps you are an artist, a writer, a speaker, a dancer, a healer, a musician, or whatever. Dedicate time each day to using your creative force in a way that brings you joy. Keep yourself grounded and connect through meditation. This is about the meditation energy, and we even have Om here. So that is the energy, and I do have Om right there as well. So Om, using these affirmations, to help you find your way, to help guide you, because you, like, I also see, like, the North Star, like following the North Star, like nomads, so just follow the North Star, follow your destiny. And the North Star is the North Node. The North Node is the highest point for you, because the North Node is like the highest node, right? So a node is like a point in a wavelength, right? A node is like a peak of a wavelength. Well, it's not like a peak. It can be either like, because the South Node is like a lower peak, and then the North Node is like the climactical peak, right? So and then the South Node is like, like what you've already done, all that. So yeah, you are going to go towards this North Node energy, okay? You're gonna be speaking this. You're gonna speak this out into existence. Ain't nobody picking on me. Just kidding. Nobody. Everybody is at peace and is in harmony within themselves. Every single one of you. That is where you are headed, is towards peace and harmony within yourself, within your masculine energy and your soul. There will be perfect harmony for you. Follow your intuition and listen to what it tells you, and when you meditate, what the best thing is to do when you're meditating, what I like to do is I just like to focus on my heart space. So focus on your heart space when you meditate, and I call it breathing with my heart. And it's so crazy because I called it that before I even found it in a book, because there was like this one book, I forgot what it's called, I don't even know, like barely read books, but I'm like actually tapping into that more now. But yeah, it said, it even said, like literally the book said, even after I was like, it's like I'm thinking with my heart, or I'm like breathing with my heart. It literally says to breathe with your heart. So breathe in and think as if your heart is like your lungs, or like just believe that your heart is like where all of your breath is going into, right? So just think about your heart while you're meditating, because your heart space is going to be the area where we like have that knowledge of intuition, the knowledge of like the divine feminine. So that's where you're going to be able to understand. But also we get channeled messages from like any kind of space. It can you can like kind of feel things from in any kind of way. But just be aware of these things, and meditation, it amplifies awareness as well. To just kind of sit in your own body and not worry about anybody else's body. So that way you can take time to create what you need to create, and don't let anybody else like make you feel like your creations and your ideas aren't of the highest white light, because they are. Your creation, the fact that you're here is amazing. So yeah, that's all that I've got for you right now. I hope that this has helped you. You know, your focus is yourself, especially if, you know, your goal is to be with your twin flame. Your focus needs to start with you first. You know, this isn't this is about like true love. This is about God's love for God. You know, that's what this is. Okay, so we are all we are all in harmony. Okay, we are all harmonizing. So yes, we are in a state of harmony and bliss and peace. So thank you so much for being able to find what you love, and for being able to tap into your heart space, so that way you can be guided in the right direction. Because the pinnacle, the 3D, what people think, the only thing that matters is love. That's it. That's it. So find your love and follow it. Okay? So thank you so much for healing, and you guys have a lovely day. Thank you so much for being your best selves and caring about you first. Okay?